tutorial will give a brief introduction to DBMS. DBMS is Database Management System. First of all, we will discuss an introduction to DBMS, then purpose of DBMS, database uses and DBA, data models, instances and schema, database languages, application of DBMS. First of all, we shall refer the term data. Data means raw fact. It can be a text, number, image, etc. For example, Sam, 12, Roy, India, 2 March 1984. So these are all raw fact. Next, database. Database is a collection of interrelated data. For example, you are collecting details about roll number, name and mark of students. It will become a student database. Next, database management system. So it manages the data in the database. So it helps to define, construct and manipulate the database. Manipulate the database means how to insert data into database, delete data, how to update data, how to select data. So these are all done by DBMS. Purpose of DBMS. Earlier, files were used to store data. We write programs, then create files. But there were so many problems with file system. DBMS helps to solve these problems. Topics under discussion. DBMS concepts. First one, data abstraction. Second, instances and schema. 3, schema architecture. Data models. Database languages. First, data abstraction. Data abstraction means it hides the complexity from the user. Complexity means how data is stored and how it is maintained. These are hidden from the user. There are 3 levels here: physical level, logical level, view level. Through these levels, DBMS achieves data abstraction. First is physical level. It deals with how data is stored. Next, logical level. It deals with what data is stored. Last one, view level. It deals with a user. For example, if there is a imagine a big database. For example, bank database. It may have details about loan, customer, account, etc. Loan person will be getting a view about loan details alone. Account person will be getting details about account alone. So this comes under view level. Next, schema and instances. First of all, instance. So database contains value. So a value or data stored in the database at a particular time. At a particular time is called instance. For example, you are recording details about a particular group of students, maybe a particular class. So that is the current instance. Next, schema. Schema is the overall design of the database. So what are stored in the database? What data can be stored in the database? For example, you can store details about students. There you can record their roll number, name, city, etc. So this is the schema. This gives the name and this gives the columns. Schema comes in three forms. So it is called 3 schema architecture. So this is the level we have already seen in data abstraction. Corresponding to each level, there is a schema. Here, corresponding to physical level, there is physical schema. Corresponding to logical level, logical schema. Corresponding to view level, there is sub-schema. Next, we will discuss data model. So it is used to describe the structure of database. What is the structure of database? So that is denoted using data model. There are different types of data model. High level data model, more close to users. Low level data model, that is more close to storage. Representation data model, between these two, that is close to user as well as storage. These are some common data models: ER data model, relational data model. We shall discuss these two models here. First of all, ER data model. E stands for entity, R stands for relationship. So it is called entity relationship data model. Entity is any object. Attribute is a property of the entity. Relationship is the relation between entities. For example, if you take a student, so that is an object. Student has so many properties like roll number, name, mark. They are all attributes. If you take another entity, teacher, teacher will be also having some attributes like teacher's ID, designation, name, etc. So teacher, teacher, student. So there is a relation between these two. So we can establish a relationship. This is a symbol for using for denoting entity, rectangle, and this is the oval symbol is used for denoting attribute. Diamond symbol is used for denoting relationship. We shall see one example. So you can see here, teacher is an entity set with ID, name, designation. Student is another entity with roll number, name. We can see a relationship between these two. So this is an entity. This is another entity. This is the relationship, and these three, 1, 2, 3 are attributes of teacher. These two are attributes of student. Next, we will see relation data model. Here, table is used for storing data, or table is the representation model. Table is called relation, columns are called attributes, row is called tuple. So this is one example. Student relation with roll number, name, city, columns. So these are the attributes. These are the tuples. So this is the relation. Relation student, attributes these three. These four are the tuples. Next, database languages. Languages are of two types. One is DDL, other one is DML. DDL stands for data definition language, which is used for creating, modifying and removing the structure of the database, which is schema. DML is used for inserting, deleting, updating and retrieving data from the database. Different users and DBA. Different types of users are there. Naive users who won't write application programs, application programmers who will write application programs, and other user called sophisticated and specialized. So they will use advanced applications and queries. Last one, DBA, database administrator, who is having central control over the entire database. DBA controls the data as well as programs. So these are the main application areas of DBMS: banking and finance, airlines, universities, telecommunications. This list is very large. These are the references. Thank you.